Well, hello again, and I'm excited to bring another edition of Two Questions For. And if you don't remember, we're just taking about 5 minutes and we're just asking some of our friends from Church of the Apostles about some things they're thankful for here in our church, and we do it in two questions. And so today, I have two questions for Patricia and Ollie, and we're going to ask these two questions specifically about our Living Waters prayer retreat. And so let me start with you, Ollie. Same question for both of you. Ollie, when you were coming to Living Waters for kind of the first time, and you were in your process of determining whether you wanted to come or not with God, was there any kind of anxiety or anything like that that you had to work through?
Yeah, I think so. So there's actually a song by Bill Crocker that starts out with if I sang my song out of tune, would you stand up and walk out on me?
Yeah.
It's called With a Little Help of My Friends. And that kind of reminds me of going to Living Waters, because there is this fear of thinking, if I were to get real and the reality of my life would include some tunes that are out of tune, would people be appalled by it? So for sure, there is that element in it.
Yeah, you had to think through that. Thanks for sharing that with us. Maybe we'll hand the mic to Patricia. Patricia, same question. When you were thinking about the first time attending and going through that process, was there any kind of anxiety, or maybe that's too strong a word, but you know what I'm talking about?
Right. I'd like to say, oh, heck no. I stood right up and signed up, but that's not so. The reason I had hesitation was that I didn't want people to get to know me. And because part of that would mean that I would have to acknowledge me to me also.
Yeah.
And then put it out there to other people. So yeah, that's the decision beforehand, which caused me to let a few opportunities pass by. What was the reason that I decided to be brave? Not quite sure. I've done a lot of things I didn't intend to do.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Well, that'll bring us to our next question. Actually, perfect segue. So there's the anxiety.
Yeah.
So now you said yes, you came. What's one or two things that happened? And again, we're asking for just generalities because I know it is kind of personal. But how did God meet you in the Living Waters time that you were there?
Well, it was much better than I expected. The listening prayer, and at the beginning, watching people be brave in terms of kneeling and presenting themselves, in a humble manner to the Lord, and be willing. That was inspirational for me. I wasn't there yet. I was in my chair. But that was very touching and very meaningful. The other thing that I loved, and again, emphasis on the listening prayer, was that so often in the world, if you share a struggle or an out of tuneness, the comment can come back, oh, don't feel that way. Oh, you shouldn't feel that way. And that is the worst thing to tell somebody. And what I found in Living Waters was that I was allowed to say, be, do, whatever. And I did not feel unworthy, unheard.
Beautiful.
Yeah, those were huge.
Beautiful. That is a beautiful answer. We'll pass the mic to Ollie. Same question, Ollie. Really simply put, how did God meet you through Living Waters?
Yeah, going back to this singing a song out of tune, I very much felt like I was in a sound booth with other people that also had some songs that were out of tune, and we would sing each other our songs, and with the guarantee that the sound booth is a safe space that will not let any sound go outside this booth. It stays within, and that for me was a great reassurance.
Yeah. So Ollie's referring to, just only saying this, you said it beautifully, of just the confidentiality and the safe.
Right.
You both have said that. Because sometimes we don't think of safe as like, oh no, it's okay, you shouldn't. But that can feel unsafe. And what
Right.
we're trying to do is before God say, it's all safe.
Yeah.
And really, if I could tack onto your beautiful analogy, that's a beautiful image and picture. It's all out of tune in some ways, but God wants to bring it to tune.
Correct.
If I heard that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
I'm speaking for you. I don't mean to, but that's a beautiful picture, Ollie.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you both. I knew this would be great. It was great, and thank you for sharing with us. Living Waters Prayer Retreat is what we're calling it. It's Friday night on January 19th, and then it goes till about 4 o'clock on Saturday. It's here at Church of the Apostles, and I'm going to put this in the email, but it is for anyone, those of us who go to Church of the Apostles, but we have others from other churches who come. This is a safe place, and you are most welcome. So if you get this email or you hear about it and it's something that you want to do, we'll be very clear in how to get here. But I just want you to know you are most welcome. And I think Patricia wants a last word, which I love. Patricia's going to have our last word. Go.
I've signed up again for a second go around, so let that be a testimony.
Amen. Thank you. That's all we need. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, guys.